Now, I don't know about you, but I've never really ever searched hashtags, right? I don't know about you. Tell me if that's just me or if you actually search hashtags. I find it kind of odd that this person found my post through hashtags. What I'm trying to get at is I feel like there was something more to it. Just like the Lord has prophets, the enemy has prophets. Just like the Lord has people who can see into the spirit, the enemy has people who can do those things, like astral projection and things of that nature. We won't get into it. Save it for another time. So this man finds me on Instagram and starts messaging me. Hey, I see that you're into this book. Again, I'm not going to name it, but say, hey, you know, blah, blah, blah. If you want, I can help you out. I've helped a couple of men out with it. One went from making nothing to making 6 figures a month. Another gave up and blah, 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 blah. So now this man starts corresponding with me through email, kind of leading me, right? Kind of like discipleship, but not Christian discipleship. Discipleship of the enemy, right? Just like the Lord. Yeah. Okay, y'all, you get it. You get what I'm saying. I think in my inbox, I have maybe 6 or 7 emails from this guy back and forth, but I'm gonna just read one to you because I think it's interesting. Let me pull it up real quick. I'm reading these emails I'm not even trying to look at right now. Let me find this email. Hold on. So the first email I have from him is November of 2013. Okay, so I'm gonna just read an excerpt from one of these emails that he sent me, right? And we're gonna talk about it. So he says, the day you decide to turn your life around, there are no half measures. You're either in or out. Operation of universal laws governing all existence is like operating a calculator. If you add 1 + 1, you get 2. If you're trying to get to 10 by trying to add 5 and 6, you will get inconsistent results, and that's why the masses believe it doesn't exist. Here are some critical things you must do in order to reverse certain programming methods that are instilled. Number 1, turn off the TV and never watch it again. I am not going to elaborate on this as to why. Y'all see my posts lately, how much I try to tell y'all about this media out here. Here is a man, okay, whether he knows it or not, is on the side of the enemy, and he's telling me not to watch TV. What do they know that you don't know? It's called television programming for a reason. Anyway, number 2, associate only with people who have the same ideals, goals, and beliefs as you. Period. No exceptions. When I was first initiated, I lost all my friends and was depressed about it at first. But I was told it would only get better. And it has. I have 2 to 3 very close friends who share the same values and beliefs as me. I forgot to tell y'all, I'm pretty sure this guy was a Freemason. When I looked at his Instagram, he would be all decked out with his little apron and stuff like that. So I'm pretty sure he was a Freemason. And we won't get into secret societies today. That's for another time. See, I be posting on my Facebook and y'all think I just be posting, you know, just pulling stuff out of my butt. Like I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm telling y'all, I've been in this stuff, not only in it, but even out of it. I've been looking into this stuff for 2 decades. Like, not to puff myself up, but you can trust the stuff that I'm telling y'all. Believe that, okay? The number 2, talking about associate only with people who have the same ideals as you, no exceptions. That sounds a lot like isolation to me, right? Like a tiger chasing a herd of zebras, or I'm sorry, a lion maybe, chasing a herd of zebras. Why did I say I'm sorry? A tiger would chase zebras, right? I said I'm sorry because in my mind I was thinking of a lion. But a lion chasing a herd of zebras, at the end of the day, that lion wants to just get one of those zebras by itself, and it's going after that one and devouring it. And who prowls around like a roaring lion seeking whom he may devour? But anyways, you know, I digress. So that sounds a lot like isolation to me. Only associate with people who have the same ideals, goals, and beliefs as you. Does that sound like Jesus? Of course not. He was a friend of sinners. So again, not sounding good, but at the time I thought, oh, this was great. I was eating it up. Like, okay, this is a guy who has been successful on this road that I just started out on, so let me listen to him. Number 3, no more caffeine, cigarettes, alcohol, or what blank is the name of the author of the book. So I'm not even going to say the author's name, But he says no more caffeine, cigarettes, alcohol, or what blank refers to as stupefying agents, unless it's 1 to 2 glasses of wine at a birthday or Christmas gathering, etc. Now, we know the dangers of cigarettes, right? We know the dangers of overindulgence in alcohol. Scripture even talks about that. But do you find it interesting that he talks about caffeine? Caffeine is a drug, you know what I'm saying? I have a nurse friend who talked to me about how it is a drug. And I find it interesting. I know a lot of Christians are going to like, oh my gosh, Marcus, don't say that, because for some strange reason, the church has just jumped into this coffee business. It's weird to me. I don't personally have anything strongly against it. It's just interesting to me. But even before I saw it exploding in the church, I just thought it was weird how coffee just became so popular. Just so popular with Starbucks and all that. I'm not going to get into it. Y'all already think I'm a conspiracy theorist, so I'm going to just leave it alone. But number 3, this man who is initiated into a secret society is telling me to leave caffeine alone, along with cigarettes and alcohol. Number 4, exercise. Try to get at least 30 to 45 minutes of physical activity in a gym. If you cannot afford a gym, then a run every morning before work or school, and push-ups, sit-ups, crunches, pull-ups, etc. Begin aiming for 3 days a week, then work up to 6. That's just normal stuff, right? We all know the importance of physical activity. Okay. Number 5, changing your life is a complete transformation of the spiritual, physical, and emotional. Your old life is left in the dust and must be rebuilt from the ground up. I mean, that's a spiritual thing, you know? You think about being born again, behold, all things are new, old things have passed away, right? That's a spiritual principle, it sounds like to me. Number 6, drink plenty of water and eliminate fluoride from your diet. A lot of you watching right now are like, fluoride, what's that? Some of you watching, you know the dangers of fluoride. I look for toothpaste that doesn't have fluoride in it. Water, you know, is a little more difficult, but I drink spring water. That's the type of water I buy, spring water. But yeah, he said eliminate fluoride from your diet. Number 7, set regular sleeping and eating hours. And number 8, hold on, excuse me, while I slide my camera out the way, because I got it resting on my laptop. Number 8, be very careful what you read about esoteric studies on the internet. Some of it may be disinfo. I am not able to elaborate on it. Y'all, is it not clear that there are agendas, that there is a plan? Okay, like, this stuff is real. Number 1, when he told me to turn off the TV and never watch it again, he says, I'm not going to elaborate onto this as to why. Just secrets. He can't tell me. Secret society, right? And number 8, his last one, be very careful what you read about esoteric studies on the internet. Some of it may be disinfo. I am not able to elaborate on that. Disinfo is basically where someone who is knowledgeable on a subject, has the truth on a subject, intentionally puts out lies on that subject to mislead people, right? Let me reposition my camera back. Okay. So that's the email that I got from this guy. Now, where was I on the storyline?